Dolph Lundgren's in it. It's a lot.
Yeah. Exactly. That's exactly how I felt when I watched the trailer and I was like, this really looks like Dolph Lundgren. And then I never cared to check the cast. And then when I'm watching, I'm like, this is definitely him. I don't care who says, but this is definitely him. Hi everybody and welcome back to another episode of Reviews on Tap with me, Nqanawe. I forgive anybody who's ever mispronounced my name because I also have difficulties sometimes. I'm going to be reviewing Aquaman. And yeah, it's currently the highest grossing DCEU or Worlds of DC movie, whichever you want to call it, because you remember guys, it was DCEU and then it was changed like a few months ago to Worlds of DC, but some people are still calling it DCEU. Just about to cross $1 billion, or it has just crossed $1 billion. I do not want to lie, it surprised me in every sense of the word and in every sense of being surprised. It surprised me. Number one, I liked the movie and I wasn't really looking forward to it. I think those are the two superhero movies of 2018 that I was like, okay, I guess I'll just see when I get there. It was Venom, and you guys know how I feel about Venom, and it was Aquaman also. Those two movies were like, okay, I was not expecting to actually enjoy and like these movies like this. It stars Jason Momoa, obviously, as Aquaman, making his second appearance as Aquaman in this universe. First it was in Justice League, and then it stars Amber Heard as Mera. It stars Willem Dafoe as Flip. I forgot his actual character, the character's name. It stars
Nudist Valko.
Huh?
Nudist Valko.
Yeah. And then it stars Patrick Wilson as Olmo Ocean Master, who is Aquaman's half-brother. It stars Nicole Kidman as Atlanta. Yeah. Yahya Abdul-Mateen II as Black Manta, my favorite Aquaman character actually. It's an Aquaman origin story, but then again, as we have always known, I think if before this movie and before the DCEU, everybody was like, nobody cares about Aquaman. I think though, I'm going to credit it to Zack Snyder because number one, I'm a fan of his and I don't see anyone who played a role in actually creating this Aquaman, with obviously influence and inspiration from certain source materials in the comic books. He made Aquaman cool. No pun intended, but he made Aquaman cool. Unlike the Aquaman we've always known from back in the days, who nobody really would have wanted to see that movie. I was actually entertained by the movie. The action sequences, the action scenes of that movie were actually very good. James Wan, I don't think I've actually ever watched a movie by the guy. He's the guy who directs Aquaman. I don't think I've actually watched a movie. If I have, maybe I don't remember at the moment. Oh yeah, The Conjuring. It's just a very colorful and saturated movie, literally. And it takes itself seriously, obviously, but it doesn't try too hard to take itself seriously. It sets itself apart a bit from the rest of the other movies that we've seen from the DCEU. It has a different tone, a different feeling overall. I did see in the credits, it was still executive produced or co-executive produced by Deborah Snyder and Zack Snyder, and I think also Christopher Nolan, if I wasn't mistaken, but he's always credited as the co-producer or executive producer in these movies. When it comes to movies in general, I'm a stickler for continuity, in a sense that it try to maintain some sort of continuity. And number two, if you're going to change something in this, well actually number one, if you're going to change something, at least make it better, in my opinion. And then number two, I have a problem with superhero costumes and their texture, like what fabric is made. I know it's stupid, it sounds stupid, but I don't know, whenever I watch something, I remember that's why you didn't like Superman that much growing up, because it was like spandex tights, and it's like, but it's bulletproof, and like, what fabric is this? What fabric? Do they have this in Krypton? Do they have spandex in Krypton? But it's bulletproof, and it's like, it doesn't make realistic sense. And then Zack Snyder came through and he kind of changed how the costumes look overall, and he made them a bit more believable, you understand? Christopher Nolan also did the same thing, because you see Batman build his armor and you're like, okay, that's Kevlar. So it should be to a certain degree, maybe resistant to certain bullets that are not that, that don't have that much impact. And so where I'm actually going with this, I'm actually digressing. I'm going to Aquaman's new suit, the gold. It's actually his classic standard orange or gold suit. He discovers this suit. Not going to spoil it, obviously. I'll tell you how it actually goes about getting it. But when he does get it, I was sort of like, everybody was happy. Everybody loved the suit. I'm just the only person who didn't like it, because it's like, what is it? What is it made of? Is it rubber? Is it, what is it? I don't get what it is. Plastic? But anyways, that's just me nitpicking. Jason Momoa is just, he's kind of plays the same character everywhere, but he's actually fun to watch and look at. Every once in a while there were some certain jokes that he'd say that I was like, yeah, okay, yeah. But then overall I actually did enjoy his performance. There was Nicole Kidman. I haven't seen a movie with Nicole Kidman in like forever, and she was here and she was actually very good. They follow the standard story of if you know the origin story of Aquaman, how does he come to be, how was he born, and then how does he going back to being king of Atlantis. As I mentioned earlier on, Black Manta is my favorite Aquaman character, specifically villain, one of the greatest villains of the DC Comics value, and he has two origin stories specifically. One is a bit more political, and I understand why they didn't include it here. And the other one is sort of the one they adapted in the movie in terms of kind of revenge, you killed my father, etc. And that's how they end up becoming sworn enemies, him and Aquaman. I guess I get why it didn't. I do have a problem with it, but I get why they didn't, because it was going to become, for certain people, a bit dark. And I think they were just trying to steer away from what has been established, or the image that has been established about the DCEU in general. Oh, it's too dark, all that stuff. So they're trying to just make a lighter, much more fun, serious, but much more fun and light and colorful movie. Overall, the movie is nice. Go check it out. I think it's one of... Which comic book movies did we have this year?
Which comic book?
Yeah. Oh no, it's not better than Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. It's up there. It's very close with it, and I really did enjoy it. It's probably the second. Oh, Infinity War. Oh yeah. But overall, just to wrap things up, I liked the movie. I enjoyed it. I don't have much to complain about except for those things that I just nitpicked about. It was worth my money. Go check it out. I think it's still in cinemas. I think it's going to be in cinemas for a very long while. It's making a lot of money. It's kid friendly. That's another thing that I liked about it. So if you have kids or siblings or whatever the case is, you can go check it out with them. A lot of people are happy about it, and I'm one of those people. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and share. If you've seen the movie, tell us how you feel about it down in the comment section. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at Nqanawe Live, at Anacadium, at Lola's Theme 1. Don't forget to follow us and just tweet us about movies you guys love or watch, and this movie also. How do you feel about it? If you haven't seen it, go check it out. Come back, comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and share. And guys, I will see you in the next video.